everybody, one of Wiisdom here. It is 10:24 p.m. Sunday, May 7th, 2017. I just wrapped up a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe stream. We went through the Shell Cup and the Flower Cup in 50cc, just progressing through, trying to get some coins, unlock some items, things along those lines. Planned to stream with my nephew. He was too busy. They've got some testing this week in school and whatnot. But got that done, and then I was in a hurry to kind of wrap it up because I wanted to watch the end of the Spurs and Rockets Game 4. There wasn't really much to see there. It's kind of a blowout, so I had something that I'd wanted to do. And if you recall, back in the day, something I was a big fan of is Club Nintendo. And anytime you bought a brand new game at retail, you'd open it up. In addition, we used to have cool manuals and stuff, and then they became less and less and less. But you would always have that piece of paper with this long code that you would input on Club Nintendo, and you would get coins or points, and you could then, of course, redeem those for some pretty freaking cool stuff. It was typically always kind of a physical reward, and then as they got towards the end, it kind of became, well, hey, if you've got enough points, you can get this game for free. And it was typically, like a eShop type of thing, something download. Sometimes it was different than that, but nonetheless, if you are a part of the Nintendo ecosystem, you invest a lot in your games, this is kind of their way of thanking you. This is how I got all of the early demos of the Nintendo games. When you're established enough in that and you participate in their surveys and feedback, it's kind of like, hey, we need to get this person set up with this demo game because they will probably buy it. And what they started doing towards the end with that stuff is they wouldn't just send you the demo, but they'd give you codes to give to some of your friends so they could actually play the game early and then hopefully go on and pick it up as well. It was implemented very well, and then for reasons unknown to me still, they decided to can Club Nintendo, which I thought was just fandiddly-tastic. They didn't completely do away with their reward system. They've just kind of replaced it with My Nintendo. And of course, you can sign in weekly online. You can turn on your Wii U or your 3DS or go to the eShop. There's lots more ways to earn points. But one of the big ones that they've done away with is, of course, opening up your new game. You just went and got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe at a physical retailer because Amazon sucks and you've heard my story and you know not to buy from them. And you're like, oh, cool, but hey, where's my Club Nintendo thing? It's my Nintendo. Where's my code to put in? You don't get one. And it's kind of unclear on how to do that. When I had Breath of the Wild, I was talking to Tim on Twitter, and I was kind of like, dude, what's the deal? How do you register this thing to get credit for it? If you do it, like say that you purchase Mario Kart 8 Deluxe digitally via the eShop, I think it's done automatically. For people like myself, maybe you're a little bit more old school, maybe you want a physical copy, you come in, or maybe it's like, you really just like having your game cases displayed, you don't prefer the digital library type of a thing. Whatever the reasoning is, there's not that little page, that little index card stamped poster note thing. So you're kind of left with, what do I do? And I've registered Breath of the Wild, but I want to register Mario Kart 8 Deluxe so we get our My Nintendo points, right? Now one of the big things they give away is like, they've divided it up well, there's just not a lot of offerings, but like if you're logging in on your PC all the time to do this stuff, you can get backgrounds, which again, hey, there's lots of ways to work around that, but one of the neater things is they've got like some exclusive themes that you can get for your 3DS or 2DS type of a situation, so that's pretty cool. But before I do that with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, let me show you a little write-up that they did. It's not in the eShop, it's in news. And we're going to drop down here. Where is it? Dun, dun, dun. I thought it was somewhere in here. Ah, yes. Don't forget to collect your My Nintendo... what? Gold points, yes. So, we come down here. Hey there, by now you might have started earning some My Nintendo points. These gold points come in 2 delicious flavors, platinum and gold, and can be redeemed for cool rewards on my.nintendo.com. Platinum points can be earned by interacting with Nintendo services and mobile apps, such as Fire Emblem Heroes game, Super Mario Run, that type of stuff, which again, I'm not a big mobile person, so if you're old school like me, you write that off. However, gold points are earned by buying eligible games. So platinum is sort of like your low-key, mundane type of things, like I signed into my Nintendo this week, have 30 points. Gold points, that's when you're shelling out some cash, you're buying your games digitally, or you're picking up the retail copy, something physical in hand, if you will. So, if you bought an eligible digital game for your Switch system, gold points are automatically transferred to your Nintendo account, which is pretty convenient. Just make sure that they're linked, of course. But what if you bought a physical game card from a store that's not Amazon? Because they suck. Don't fret. You can still get gold points by following these simple steps. So this is what we're going to read, and then we're going to do it, so you can kind of have a feel for it. And say that you went all in when you got the Switch. My apologies on my voice. It's cutting out, I know, but hey, I do what I can for you. But say you picked up Breath of the Wild, you picked up Super Bomberman, you picked up, Puyo Puyo Tetris or whatever. You got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'm not sure if all of those are eligible. It was typically in the past, it was like first party games, so we'd be like Splatoon 2, Super Mario Odyssey, ARMS here in the future. Not always the case, but it's worth checking into either way. So what they want us to do for the old school folks, highlight the game's icon on the home menu, press either the plus or minus button to open the options menu for that game. Go down to My Nintendo Rewards Program. Select Earn Points, game card version only. Celebrate your newly minted gold coins and perhaps eat a special treat if you have one handy. Remember, you can always keep track of your points and find more ways to earn points on mynintendo.com. That's also the place to redeem your points for rewards like game discounts, special wallpapers for your computer/smart devices, and so much more. So happy collecting, everyone. In case you were wondering, automagically isn't an actual word, but it certainly sounds neat. This news is created for our Nintendo account holders in the Americas. Fantastic. So, once again, highlight the game, plus or minus, which again, the one complaint with the Pro Controller, it's so freaking close, the plus to the home button. That's, if you've got big hands, big fingers, you might have issues with that. Not a huge deal, you'll get through it. Go to My Nintendo Rewards, earn points, celebrate. So, let's see if we can remember that. We back out, we come here, we highlight the game, we press plus or minus, I'll go with plus. We're going to go to My Nintendo Rewards, and then we're going to tab over and do Earn Points. So we're going to press the A button, checking. Come on, Internet, don't disappoint everyone. Who will receive this? Well, that would be me. It's me, Mario. Actually, it's one of Wiisdom, but whatever. So we'll select that. 12. We have earned 12 gold coins. We want to earn the points for this. It's important. A lot of these screens, it was the same way with some of the options I was playing with earlier when I merged my accounts to get the 270 I had from the Wii U/3DS available for NBA Playgrounds. It looks like you're kind of done here. Always go ahead and proceed until it processes out. So earn points, yes, we want to do. We're going to press OK. And then it's, of course, earning the points. And now we've earned them. So at this point in time, you are fully complete. We got our 12 gold points, and it is what it is. I think they might give the digital games slightly more. They do it automatically. Those are advantages. But again, for me, and especially with the Switch being portable, I realize, oh, you got to bring the game cards with you, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I've grown up with having a physical game cartridge or disc or something flash card in hand, and I prefer that. Like if I have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and the Breath of the Wild in my Nintendo Switch library, I want to be able to look at a bookshelf where I keep them and see them there. I don't want to just have to take a mental picture of a bookcase and be like, oh yes, there it is, alphabetically arranged as well. I want the joy and satisfaction of having something physical in my hand. And if you're like me, this is the way that you can do that and still get credited like you would have with the old school Club Nintendo stuff. This is actually a little bit easier than Club Nintendo, actually, for the simple fact you don't have to enter some like massive 20-digit code and wonder if it's a 0 or an O, or is it an I or an L. There were just a couple of those that made your life quite miserable. They did get better at that towards the end, but still, this is a little bit more streamlined, I guess we could say. So we'll select OK, and we're done. We've finished it. We're fantastic. So you can't see this, but I'm going to go to my Nintendo, which I've already logged into. I had 160 platinum points. I don't sign in very often, I'm sorry. And I had 12 gold, which of course is from Breath of the Wild. Now if I refresh this, we should see the 160, and we should get 240. Dun, dun, dun. I'm so not 240. That would have been fantastic. But we have 24, so I've got 100. The animations on this are pretty cool, I have to say. Right now, you can't see me, but my Mii is playing an NES, and there's a spare controller just for you. But 160 platinum points, 24 gold points. Basically now, I can come in here and I click redeem points. Again, my apologies that you don't see this, but I'm almost to a point where I could buy Street Fighter Alpha 2 if we wanted it. The smart device and PC rewards, we can clean house in that because most things are platinum points. So pretty much any wallpaper we want is available to us. The gold points are down towards the bottom. They will actually sell us the Wind Waker HD. That's Prima official. Piggyback, actually. Wow. The mini guide for Breath of the Wild is only 10 gold points. That's not a bad deal. And if you bought Breath of the Wild, you can get that for free via your gold points. Animal Crossing New Leaf is 30? Not the game, but like the guide. That seems ridiculous. How can you get the Breath of the Wild strategy guide for 10? And then the New Leaf guide, which that game's been out for forever, is 30. I don't know about that one, man. I'm just saying, you know. We'll click on Nintendo 3DS/Wii U rewards. Platinum points for a lot of stuff. There's a pretty cool Link theme. The Mario one's not terrible. You can get DK. There's a nice Animal Crossing one with Isabelle. You can get Samus. Down below, you can. I don't know why the Springtime Yoshi Siesta thing, the theme for the 3DS, costs 20, but you can get it. Mario Kart 8 DLC Pack 2 is 60. So, I mean, there's some decent stuff here. And again, you're getting it all for free just based on your previous purchases. So, I can't remember when the points all expire. And of course, you can use some of them to unlock discounts, which is not a bad deal, really. For example, The Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Ages, or Seasons. I guess I can use my 20 gold coins to, I think I can get it or get 30% off. I'm not sure which one, actually. I don't know if that's a little unclear to me, and I don't want to click it. But bottom line, this is how you get your points for your Nintendo Switch games, okay? So if you've got Breath of the Wild, you've got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you've got 24 My Nintendo Gold points waiting for you. You just have to go through these steps, which again, is not too hard. You hit plus or minus. You go to My Nintendo Rewards, you click Earn Points, and there you go. That's all there is to it. So it's not a very well advertised feature. That's why I'm making the video for you. And like I said, if it's a situation where it helps you get a discount on an eShop game you want, or a theme for your 3DS that you don't have to buy, or a cool backdrop for your smartphone, or whatever, you're set up. You're good to go. So that said, I hope this helps you out a little bit. I don't know if anyone's bothered to make a video on this, but it is something that if you're sitting there thinking about it and you don't see, which granted there is a lot of news articles in here, so it's very possible that you would not see that or bother to read it or ever come in here to know it was once an article. This might help you out. So that's really all there is to it. That's about all I can say on it. But I hope it does help some folks out. And that said, oneofwisdom.com is the website. SkylinerClub.com is the forum. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. I will always tweet before I go live. Whether I go live on Beam, Twitch, or YouTube, it seems like the consensus as of late is becoming people want me to stream on YouTube. I wish they'd fix their video editor, but I will try to work around it. Once again, I'm about to lose my voice. My apologies on you having to deal with that, but hopefully this helps you out. I know it was something I was curious about. Tim kind of walked me through it with Breath of the Wild, and then it just dawned on me after the stream. I was like, I never got my gold points from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And so that's what I did. But what I'm going to do now is go put some more eShop cash on here, so I'll have it available for NBA Playgrounds that will be releasing Tuesday the 9th. It's going to be fantastic, at least if you're into that sort of a thing like me. And I'm going to go do that, but hope this did help you out. If it does, leave a like. Feel free to share it with people you know that kind of need some help. And pretty simple, streamlined process. I still miss Club Nintendo, but my Nintendo's what we've got, so I'm trying to make the most of it. That said, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you back here for the next one.